Alright, hello and welcome to HRL Season 7 round number 9 Sasquatch SX. This is going to be our 17th and 18th motos of the season, which means that we're getting relatively close to mulligan time. We're not quite there yet, but we're getting pretty close, which means that we're getting closer and closer to the end of the season day by day. I'll do a quick overview of the track as I get the qualifying results up on the side of my screen so we can go through those. It's pretty much, I think it's like the exact same top 5 actually of Gotti, so if you remember that, then it's the exact same top 5. Detail, Luke, Real Deal, Roman, and Hunter. Their lap times respectively 61.553, 61.760, 62 flat, 62.689, and 64.178. So those are the qualifying times. Let's go through the heat results. Detail and Roman won the heats, Heat 1 and Heat 2 respectively. Roman took the semi, Detail second, and Luke third, so that was the semi top 3, leading into our starting order for the races. Just going over the track. This is where you can really see the meat and potatoes of the track here. Pretty much get most of it. Down here. And we're pretty much connected at that point, so that gives you a pretty good overview. Let's go get a look at the lineup. Oh, it hit me with it again, bro. It hit me with it again. Good thing I was just doing the track overview. God, I've never had it happen 2 times like consecutively like that. Alright. So starting on the very inside gate is going to be Detail, then Real Deal, then Armada, Roman, Luke and Fireball, or Fireball and Luke maybe? They might switch goose positions. We'll see. Hunter, Sector, Camby, Shift, and Vulcan. Let's back up here to get the start. And yeah, they switch goose spots, so it's Fireball, then Luke right there. Through the nade. So gate's about to drop. We're going green for a 10-minute plus 2 lap moto. And we're green. Who's going to get the whole shot? Looks like it's going to go to Detail off the start. Into the sand section. Fireball with a really rough run. Camby as well. Really bad runs through the sand section. A lot of clutter here on the track. Ooh, and Detail with a mistake, and Roman, that could have almost destroyed Roman's race, but Roman honestly lucked out pretty hard right there. Somehow did not wreck, even though his goose is like completely sideways. And ends up taking the lead for it. And with a flurry of mistakes, Detail's going to fall all the way back to 5th. It's now Roman, and then I think Hunter, Real Deal, then Luke and Detail, I believe. And that's a nice little pack right there. Or that might not be Hunter, that's Vulcan, my bad. Vulcan changes a shade of green every week. It's always really weird. Oh, Armada and Sector, the hottest battle on the track. Sector spins out running the berm, are you serious? Spins out in front of Fireball too, it's pretty hilarious. So, leading the first lap down is going to be Roman. Vulcan in second, trying to hunt him down for the lead. Starting to single out a little bit. So good to see some of these battles settle in. A lot of drivers having issues with that first section. Somebody, I think it was like Armada, nailed it right there. And the section right after it, those 2 sections back to back are where you're going to see the most issues for these drivers on this track. Ooh, and Hunter runs it a little bit too hard in the berm, completely flies off, and that's going to cause some major issues. He's going to try to get back on the track. Leading another lap down is going to be Roman. And this battle's starting to heat up. Real Deal like right behind Vulcan here. See if we can make any moves on him. Vulcan looking for some better finishes. Has had a pretty rough last like 4 races or so. Pretty even through the sand section. We go to the rollers. Real Dill makes a mistake, and that's going to cost him hard. He's going to lose. What word was I going to say? Lose 3rd place to Luke right there. But the battle with Vulcan might still continue because he didn't really stretch that gap at all. This is probably going to be a hot battle for 2nd place here. Vulcan's going to try to hold on to this one. See if he can hold on to it. Another lap completed. And I think this lap is where the battle between them should heat up. One of them will probably make a mistake at some point on the track. And there it is. Vulcan makes the mistake, but he makes it in a good spot. Not really much room for Luke to work with there. So if you're going to make a mistake, that was like the exact right place to do it there for Vulcan. Through the sand section, Luke has a really good sand section run. Vulcan a little bit slower, and Luke might take him through the turn. Vulcan being aggressive in the roller, and that's going to hurt him, trying to hold on that spot. But Real Dill also messes up. Oh, Real Dill messes up really bad. And now Detail's got a fat run on him. We might see a battle here for 4th place. Ooh. Lost it in the whoops there. Keeps glitching out and says you're offline. I don't see anything wrong on my OBS, so that must be something on your end. Not sure what to tell you. Refresh, I guess. So now we are, let's check. So we're getting, I think we're about a minute away from the halfway point. So we're at about 4 minutes in this moto. And you see Roman has worked a pretty good gap right here. That's the gap from 1st to 2nd. And Luke's got a pretty good gap on 3rd, which is Vulcan. And that's Real Deal and Detail there in 4th and 5th, trailing behind him. And then 5th place to 6th is a pretty big gap. Camby right there in 6th, Armada in 7th, Hunter in 8th. All pretty well separated. Oh, thanks for the follow, King CJ. Ah, you got the leet in your name. Thanks for the follow. Fireball here in 9th. Sector in 10th, and I believe that's Shift bringing up the back of the pack there in 11th. So let's, ooh, it's heating up. Let's get back to these battles here. What is this? This is a battle. Oh, let's go back a little bit because something happened here. So Vulcan holding on to the spot. Real Dill's behind him. I'm assuming Vulcan messes up. Oh, what the? Real Dill like tried to run it the jump way and ends up cheesing Vulcan, but Vulcan was going to mess up anyways, and they're both just absolutely wrecking. Detail makes a really nice move to the inside. He's going to keep that battle going, and Vulcan is going to mess up again. Real Dill also messes up, and now Detail is going to move solidly into that 3rd place position, so he's definitely the biggest benefactor off of that scrap between those two drivers, I guess you could call it. That was kind of weird. And that's going to hurt him a ton, actually. He is now... Oh, Camby messes up, so that's going to save him a little bit. I was going to say he's now suddenly in a battle for 5th, but then Camby makes a mistake. Now we're going to take a look at this battle here between Armada and Hunter. This is for, what, 7th, maybe? I think so. Lead battle. It looks like Luke's cut it down a little bit, but Roman's still with a pretty solid lead. About that whole sand section ahead. But still plenty of time to go in this moto, and if Roman makes mistakes like he did right there, which is a pretty big one, Luke definitely gained some time off that. Could definitely cut this lead gap down. But if Roman runs consistent, then it's going to be hard to make up all that time. So it's definitely going to take some mistakes, most likely. And Real Dill's caught back up to Detail. Potential battle here for 3rd. Right on each other. We'll see if they run different lines. They actually decide to follow each other in the same line. Real Deal's going to go for the inside move. Not going to work. Maybe he could set something up in this corner? Nah, not going to happen. Detail's definitely going to hold on to that. And Roman must have made another mistake because now Luke's right behind him. This is the battle for the lead here. Pretty close. About a goose length between them. Through the sand into the first section. And if a mistake's going to get made, it's probably going to be in one of these next two. And there it is. Roman, another mistake through the first section. And he's going to lose the lead right there. Also, not really a mistake, but runs the second section kind of poorly too. So Roman losing the lead late in this moto. And we still got plenty of time to go though. There's still 3 minutes left. So we could see this battle extend. There's still a lot of time left. Oh, and Luke gets a crappy run, but Roman right on the back of it. And just like what happened with him earlier with Detail, that time he actually does get messed up. But again, like, that looked really bad, but he really didn't lose that much time. Like, he honestly did not lose a lot of time at all. He's almost like back where he was. So that was kind of weird. But regardless, still in second and trying to work back into the lead. Pretty close between the two. Looks like they're faster at different parts of the track. First rhythm very tricky. Second one also pretty tricky. Let's get an update on everybody else. So Detail's still in third with a mistake though. So that battle between him and Real Deal could still be raging on. Vulcan's still holding on to fifth. He's worked himself a gap now. Camby trying to hold on to sixth. Fireball's finally worked his way back into the picture, potentially hunting down Camby. So a really good comeback from him. Armada and Hunter right there as well, still battling. And then Sector and Shift are a little bit more separated. So lead battle could still be continuing. About the same gap. Maybe Luke's extended it just a tad, but it's about the same gap as we saw last time. And Roman's going to have to be risking it through these sections, running it on edge, trying to gain this time. Especially with not that much time left. I'll check that right here. And we're getting close. About a minute left. Which means that we're probably going to have like 3 laps. Probably about 3 laps left. So getting close to the end of this race here. Oh, Roman with another mistake through that rhythm section right there. And that could be it. It's definitely going to take some mistakes out of Luke for Roman to gain this back. That's rough. Because we could have seen a pretty close lead battle continue. But now he's got a section to work with. So yeah, that's going to be tough. Well, 3 laps to go. He's got to start trying to work that down. And Detail with a pretty good gap on Real Deal as well. As long as he stays mistakeless, he should be good, but it could get interesting if he does mess up. So it's third and fourth right there. Vulcan trying to hold on to fifth. He's got a pretty healthy gap on Fireball now. Is that Armada? Armada actually in a pretty good position right now if he can hold on to this. Camby's fallen back quite a bit. Camby was in a really good spot. Now he's fallen back quite a bit, and Armada's in a really good spot if he can actually hold on to this. That's the question. Can he hold on to this? He's got a pretty good pack with him right there, so it's going to be pretty tough. Definitely not going to be easy. Let's see if he can hit this first section clean. Hunter definitely with the better entry. Camby as well, but if he can run it clean. And Ramda not with the greatest run, but it was okay enough. Probably better than Hunter and Camby, so it wasn't the best run, but it wasn't the worst either. Second section, though, they both definitely were faster than him, so that's not going to help him much. And I think we hit 2 to go. I believe right there we just hit 2 laps to go, so 2 laps remaining in this moto. Here's the lead gap. And then third place has quite a big gap. Third place all the way over there. Fourth place. Fifth place, Real Deal must have made a mistake because Vulcan's honestly not that far behind him now. This battle right here for these positions also still rages on. Can Armada actually hold on to it? Just 2 laps to go. Oh my god. And shift passes Sector. Sector, how did you choke that lead? He literally had such a gap on shift. How do you choke that? Ooh, this could be bad. Ramda with a very long nose wheelie. This could be bad for him. Oh, Camby with a move on Hunter as well. That was aggressive. Oh, let's take a replay of that. Hold on. That was a power move from Camby. So let's see what happens here. Goes for the roll line. Hunter messes it up. Camby hits it clean. And he's coming in hot. Trying to get it turned. Yeah, I don't know if that was intentional or not, but I just think he could not get it turned around right there. Very aggressive move, and Vulcan actually just took over 4th place from Real Deal. So that's critical. Real Deal oh, but Vulcan messes up. We might see a battle here also. I believe the white flag was just hit, so we're on the last lap now. Leader's on the last lap at least. And it looks like those top 3 positions are probably going to stay the same, but we have some really good battles on other parts of the track. Oh, and Vulcan cases it right in front of Real Deal, and that's actually going to hurt Real Deal the most. Because he was right behind Vulcan, now he's very far behind him, so I don't know if that was intentional. That's definitely going to help Vulcan. Oh, and Camby goes down again. He's going to lose that spot to Ramda and Hunter. Ramda might be able to hold on to that finishing position. I think he's in 7th. Can Vulcan hold off Real Deal? Real Deal's like right back on him almost. Makes a mistake. We'll get Vulcan with another mistake. I'm trying to keep an eye on that, but Real Deal messes up too. I think Vulcan, oh man, he might be able to hold on to it, but here we are coming to the checkered. And Luke's going to take the moto win at Sasquatch. Let's get a look at the rest of that. Roman's going to take 2nd. Detail's going to cross the line in 3rd. But I want to see if these battles stay close, and it looks like Vulcan's probably going to have it. Real Deal with a fat run, though. He's got a huge run. Can he make a move? Oh, and he cases it. That's why he had such a big run. He had to risk it really hard right there. Vulcan is going to hold on to that spot. Takes 4th. Real Deal 5th. Fireball 6th, and he was right there too. Longer moto, and Fireball could have worked his way into top 4. That was a great comeback. Oh, and here's the end of this battle. And Camby actually gets Hunter back. Oh, Ramda's taking the outside. Oh, that could have really screwed him over, and Camby's going to get Hunter at the line. That was risky out of Ramda there to take the outside on the last lap. That could have easily lost him the position, but luckily he holds on to it. And Hunter is apparently claiming the spot from Camby, but Camby definitely got it, so I'm going to see if I have this written down correctly, because upon review, Camby, yeah, I got to fix that. Camby clearly had that. Like, pretty clearly, Camby had it, so let's see if that affects anything. Well, yeah, it affects both of their points, but it doesn't affect much. So I got to change their points quick. I got to update them to reflect where they actually finished. Oh, whoops, I accidentally added a point to Hunter. Supposed to take it away. Oh, that was huge. That was huge for Camby that he actually won that photo finish, because that... apparently that was important. Camby actually just passed Hunter in points by 1 because of that. So that actually was really important. Wow. Wow, that's crazy. That is crazy indeed. Play a little game with a small reward. What the hell? What are you talking about? What does that even mean? I'm confused. Alright, lining up for the second moto. What does that mean? I'm still trying to figure out what that was supposed to mean. It's kind of freaky, actually. I'm kind of freaked out now. Come on, get that lineup going, please. Get that lineup going, please. Wow, why is this taking forever? Hurry up, boys. Hurry up. Come on. Okay. That was this is gonna be what, 820? 1820?